This windshield is in really good condition, and I want to try and preserve it as much as possible to make sure that I can just drive the car and not have to worry about things. So Lewis here at SUNsational is going to be telling us a little bit about, it's called tearaway, right? Or
tear-offs.
Tear-offs,
Yes, so
okay.
It's a heavy plastic material. Today we're using Clearview, made by Matico. I think they give like a 1-year warranty on it. It should last you a year before you start seeing it need to replace. But for 350 bucks, you can put a tear-off on and take any dings, not any, but it lowers the impact.
Of any like rocks or any pebbles that kick up.
Correct, to lower the chance of cracks and all the little stone pebble chips, all the sand marks.
So it costs $350 to someone come in here and just pay like $350 to have it done. And a windshield, to replace a windshield is like what, $1,000 or something?
Depending on the car, they're over.
Yeah.
So you gotta be calibrated, they have defrosters in them.
Yeah, my E90 was like super expensive to replace that windshield.
When you compare a tear-off to a windshield, it's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, for sure.
And it saves it.
So it just makes sense. We meant to do this before when we actually were first prepping the car and doing the paint correction. We had meant to do this before, but we ran out of time, so we're handling it now. Cool, let's get into it.
I'm just starting with alcohol just to make sure I start with the degrease surface and clean. Make sure that we get all the bug guts. We can see any marks that are here.
So this is the stuff.
And you'll see this thing will get cleaned 2 more times and wipe down.
Yeah.
Prep is the hardest part with everything we do. I'll say that.
It's also the most important part, right?
Yeah.
I mean, prep determines how good it's going to turn out.
Yeah, you don't prep it right, you're either leaving stuff behind.
That makes sense.
Pulled our piece of material, 58 inch. We want just a hair longer than what we're working with. And we're going to give it a rough trim, meaning we're not gonna leave it completely laying over everything.
Yeah.
We're gonna shrink it down to mold it to the windshield.
Okay.
And then we'll pull it back off.
Okay.
We'll wet it and make sure we get a nice tight fit, another trim, and then we'll install it. We'll do a prep, another prep, wipe down, and then hang it. So this is like window film, that it has adhesive on one side.
Oh, okay.
And it has a protective liner. Now we're gonna face that protective liner and the adhesive towards the windshield, because that's the way it's gonna go down onto the car. Okay. And then this is there's no protective layer on this. This is what you will see on the outside of the car the whole time.
So you basically lay it down and like get an idea of how big you need and then cut it out?
Yes, and because this one's not crazy curved, most times these get shrunk wet. I like to do a dry shrink on everything that I can, just for the simple fact that you get a more even shrink. Now we're just getting into details and installer things.
Right.
But, I'm gonna see how it lays, see how much it doesn't want to lay, and then I'm gonna decide real quick whether I'm gonna wet it to shrink it all, or do a dry shrink and then a wet shrink. Now I've applied this to the glass, actually with the liner facing. I'll actually cut it with our whole top edge and then slide it down, and that gives us a nice clean gap around it.
Makes sense.
For now, my biggest thing is keeping it a hair big to make sure that I get a nice clean shrink, and then I trim it out. So you see we're just a hair. This is what we cut big earlier. I trimmed it down so I can shrink the rest of it out. And this is the gap we're gonna leave for the time being. I'll trim it and then we'll slide it down. And because I'm sliding down and the way these are angled, I actually gain on the sides.
Okay.
And that gives us a nice clean gap all the way around.
Sure.
You can't just turn it right off the edge. I've had them like feather up on the edge, hit dirt.
Makes sense.
So now I've applied this to the glass actually with the liner facing us, so the glue layer's facing us, so I can peel the backing. That's why it wants to curl off. So I usually do it on like a table, lying down over there, but I'm gonna be real quick about it. All the boys stopped by today. ThicF30. Travis, Queen City Social. Queen City Car. Queen City. You made me laugh.
We gotta get all the laughs out now.
Thanks for watching the vlog today. It's a beautiful day. ThicF30. Travis, Queen City Car. Got work done. Got a tear off completed. Tear off's done. Got it coated. John is all set. 2 hours in and out. And no more chips in his windshield. Thanks for watching. Peace.